from the Georgia School of Technology to the Georgia Institute of Technology, Georgia Tech from 1912 to 2012, by Reed Coker, Hannah Harrington, Oscar Ocampo, and Justin Wan.
Although the Georgia School of Technology first began in 1885, the first students worked in shop settings and at the power plant. In 1912, the school began registration for actual classes for the first time. Fred, a newly enrolled freshman, was experiencing the very beginning of the glorious Georgia Tech. From trade school to university, Fred was excited to be attending an actual accredited university. However, like most schools, he was shocked to see that his fellow classmates were all men. Where were the beautiful women that would send his hormones in a sporadic frenzy? He would be able to be like the average human being. He felt alone and could not get a glimpse at the real world. Georgia Tech is, in fact, its own bubble. Since 1912, Georgia Tech has undergone drastic changes in social life, the type of classwork offered, the demographics and geographics of the school, and diversity in the student population. Now in 2012, Sarah, a new freshman, specifically a female, has just entered the premises of the fourth best engineering school in the nation. She walks in and sees a flush of human life. It's as if all the corners of the world met at this one location. White, Asian, African American, Hispanic, boy, girl. There was no end to the possibility of all the different people she could meet. She felt alive and encircled in this large, warm community. She was not alone. Another factor that Sarah enjoyed was the ability to choose whatever she wanted to be and the variety of classes she would choose.
Golly, I can be whatever I want. I don't have to be a nuclear radiological engineer if I don't want to be. I can be a mechanical engineer, a computer engineer, a biomedical engineer, aeronautical engineer, chemical engineer, industrial engineer, electrical engineer, computer science, computational media, or a material science major. The options are endless. What a difference from the folks back in 1912.
However, many components of the Institute have stood the test of time, such as the core values of academic rigor and integrity, as well as many of the Institute's earliest traditions, ranging from the rambling right to the support of the Yellow Jackets, to the never-ending hate of a University of Georgia student. The building to the left in this photograph is the old shop building at the Georgia School of Technology, which featured a foundry, forger, boiler room, and engine room, where the students learned vocational skills and gained hands-on experience. Fred has just experienced this for the first time and is overthrilled. He feels like it's no other university that just teaches you. Rather, it is one that helps engineers learn through practical use. Everything looks so new and technological, he felt like he was in the middle of a technological movement. The building to the right is Tech Tower, which is where classes are located.
Oh, the whistle is blowing, indicating that classes are to begin. I have to hurry it up.
These were the only two buildings on campus when Tech first opened. The streets and walkways on campus were unpaved, and consequently, Fred had to bog through the mud up the hill to reach classes whenever it rained. Additionally, Fred referred to the dormitories as the shacks, due to the fact that the building lacked electricity and running water.
God, I can't wait when it's time to go to class tomorrow, so I can leave this dreadful place. Oh, the feeling of the wooden pencil stroking the very sheets of creation. How I love being in class. But that god-awful road, with its slimy texture and odorous ground. Sometimes I wish there was some way to get rid of these dirt roads.
Nowadays, Sarah gets to experience this campus, nestled in the heart of downtown Atlanta. Sarah walks into her comfortable room and is welcomed by the standard electricity, running water, heating, and air that she brushes off as if it were a common necessity rather than a luxury. As she walks around campus, she views state-of-the-art buildings such as the Clough Undergraduate Learning Commons, featuring rooms for students to study and collaborate in with access to technological equipment. However, the most mind-boggling for Sarah is one specific area of campus, Technology Square, which features numerous restaurants, a bookstore, laundromats, and even a barbershop within walking distance. As she looks at the time, it's 6 in the afternoon, and it is getting late.
Golly, it's getting really late. If only I could get there in time. Oh wait, the tech trolley is running and it can drop me off at Moe's. A burrito sounds so good right now. However, how will I get back to my dorm without being harmed? Oh wait, the Singerette operates after 6. I am such a silly goof, hee hee. Gosh, I wonder how people back in the Stone Age did it.
Poor Sarah had no idea what it was like in 1912. Fred is now studying away as he starts to realize one aspect that is very true to his school. At the Georgia School of Technology, the curriculum focuses heavily on vocational skills and mathematics. As the school day progresses, Fred alternates between lessons of application in the shop and classes held in Tech Tower.
Gosh, I love this school. By the time I leave, I'll have a job guaranteed. Who wouldn't want an engineer who has experience?
Yet his happy attitude declines at an exponential rate as the weeks go by and he starts to realize that tech isn't just fun and games. The retention rates are very low due to the rigor of the classes. Nearly 2/3 of the students drop out before graduation. Fred feels like he might be one of them, and he thought that he was smart, but now he's like everyone else, all in the same boat. It is so hard to the extent that all calculations are computed by hand without any aids. So Fred, in that calculus class, is stuck deriving those long differential equations up to the 3rd order, with numbers as high as the thousands. With the advent of many new technologies developed since 1912, the education and curriculum of Georgia Tech has evolved and expanded drastically. Sarah now experiences the luxury of actually sleeping 6 hours on average, but like most kids, she doesn't see it that way.
Gosh, studying for that calc exam made me stay up till 1 and I had my exam at 8 o'clock. Life is rough and I am barely getting any sleep.
Yet Sarah experiences all the new innovations, such as the new computing programs and graphing calculators that have enabled more complex computations to be found much easier. With the better technology, new fields of study exist, so new programs at the Institute have been founded to accommodate these advances. Programs such as the infamous computer engineering or the very necessary major, which is CS. The world is a different place. The world is now run on data. The internet provides a broad range of resources to students and allows professors and students to easily communicate. Sarah, for example, is constantly submitting her calc assignments on MathWorks and is having to put up with the tedious amount of Chem 1310 work. However, she finds herself in a strange predicament. Her CS homework is due the next day.
Gosh, the homework is due tomorrow and I have to figure out how to rotate and construct a ship that is constantly shooting a cannonball towards the rock in the center. I guess I'm not getting any sleep tonight.
Fortunately for Fred, the Georgia School of Technology has recently progressed from a trade or mechanical engineering school and has branched out into other fields of study to give him and his socially awkward companions degrees in chemical engineering, textiles, electrical engineering, and civil engineering. Each degree is heavily rooted in hands-on training in the shop, where Fred works several hours a day.